Hey guys, welcome back. I'm so glad you're here. Welcome to the Heroic You Series 2.0. And today what we're doing is a 40-minute lean arms and core. We're going to work that upper body. We're going to work that core. We're going to have a lot of fun. And I'm using several tools to do that. So we're going to do some activities with the weights, some activities with bands, some activity just with our body weight, and have a lot of fun just kind of mixing it up. So if you have some dumbbells, I kind of have my medium, my 10 and my 15 down dumbbells. I have a couple of bands. Now, if you don't have a band, you can still do the thing, just do it with a dumbbell. That'll work. It gives you a little bit different points of resistance for your muscles, so it works it just a little bit different, so they're kind of a fun tool to have. But don't forget your sweat tire drink, and of course your great attitude. Let's get this thing rocking. Okay, so hopefully you had a chance to grab all your tools and your great attitude. If so, let's get warmed up. Let's start with just opening and closing that chest. Give yourself big opens and then like a big hug. Oh man, we're so glad we're here. And I'm rotating those thumbs up and down, so we're getting that rotation in there. We've got 3 more of these. 2 more. Last one, we're gonna go down and hinge down and just big swings, crossing, alternating which side crosses in front. Big swings. That shoulder's got a lot of mobility. Let's move that baby. We've got 3 more, 2 more. Last one, we're gonna stay hinged and we're gonna throw those arms up and forward. Starting to work that back. We're still working that shoulder mobility. We've got 3 more, 2 more. Last one, this time we're gonna throw them up overhead. Oh yeah. 3 more, 2 more. Last one, now down and up. So press it down and press that baby up. Back and forth. Warming up those triceps. Still getting that shoulder mobility there. 3 more. 2 more. Last time. This time we're going to come out. We're going to open up. We're going to come down and come back in. Come out. Open up. Rotate down. Come back in. 3 more like that. Oh yeah. Nice external and internal rotations. The last one. This time we're gonna go right up overhead. Get those laterals for me. Oh, and still getting that shoulder and that trunk. For 3, 2, last one. Let's take that arm forward and back. You're gonna have your thumb up and then you're gonna have your thumb down like you're moving water around. For 3, 2, last one, big circle right here. Swing that baby, and then reverse it. Oh, and the other side. Big swim, move that water, move that thumb up and down. We've got 3 more, 2 more. Last one, I forgot to go up and over. Can't forget that. We gotta even ourselves out, right? We've got 3 more, 2 more. Last one, and this time we're doing that big circle right here. And in the other direction. Okay, we're gonna go down to the mat. We're gonna do a nice good walkout. We're gonna do our shoulder tap and walk it back. Start getting that weight bearing in those shoulders. Walk it back. We got 3 more like this. Walk it out, shoulder tap, walk that baby back. Walk that shoulder, that out, tap it. And we got 1 more. We're gonna stay out there after we do the tap. Tap it, drop into your knees. Keep those elbows straight, sink those shoulder blades in and out. Nice and controlled. We've got 3 more like this, 2 more. Last one, we're gonna stay right here. We're gonna rock over those wrists and stretch them out. Come on back. Rock over those wrists, stretch that out. 1 more time. Just rock right on over, roll those wrists, and then this time we're gonna switch them and place them back and then sit on back, stretch them out that way. Oh man. Come on back. 1 more time, ready? Sit on back. Oh yeah, and then come on back. We're gonna go right here into plank, into downward dog, back into plank, push into downward dog. 1 more. Go back into quadruped, down onto those forearms, right here. Nice, good thoracic rotation. Rotating to each side, open that up. We got 1 more on each side. And then we're going right back into plank. Push into downward dog. Back into plank. Push into downward dog. Last time, plank. Downward dog. Walk that all the way up. Roll those shoulders. Roll that neck. Roll it the other way, and let's talk about what we're doing. The first activity is we're going to work in pairs, so we're going to do supersets. We're going to do 2 activities, okay, and we're either going to do band or dumbbell. Okay, so this time what we're going to do is we're going to do the dumbbell. We're going to do a hammer curl to start with, then we're going to hinge over, and we're going to do a kickback to get those triceps. So grab a weight you think you can try with this nice, good hammer. We're going to roll our shoulders back. We're going to have our palms facing us, and we're going to flex that elbow at 3, 2, 1. So you're coming up and back down, nice and control. Okay, tall chest, head's right up over those shoulders. You're coming up and down, kind of have your thumb up facing the ceiling. Your palms are facing each other. Nice and controlled. Down and up. You're not using momentum. Okay, so none of the swinging. It's nice and controlled. Nice engaged trunk. That core is engaged, and we're just moving that up and down nice and slowly. 10 more seconds. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and a rest. Okay, we're gonna hinge down, squeeze those shoulder blades, and extend. Are you ready? Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Squeeze those shoulder blades, extend, and back down. Okay, really push that butt out there. Let that glute activate. It's gonna take that pressure off the back. And again, we don't want to swing, right? We want to squeeze our shoulder blades, extend, pause at the top, and come back down so that you really control it both directions. If you need to, slow it down. Do 1 side at a time. Okay, so we're working for 40 seconds, but we're doing 2 rounds. So this is our first round. Then we're going to go back up and do those hammer curls. But we've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and a rest. Okay, shake out those arms. Oh man. We're gonna roll those shoulders back and do hammer curls in 3, 2, 1. Nice tall trunk. That's why we roll those shoulders. It puts that head right above the shoulders. Okay, as soon as it starts jetting out, we start having core position for that shoulder. Okay, it limits that mobility. A lot more likely to have things impinge, different tendons impinge in there. One of the most common injuries, so we want to set that up for success. And if you need to, slow it down. Each side. 15 more seconds. We got this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and a rest. Okay, last one of these. We're gonna hinge down. Give me those kickback extensions. Are you ready? Roll those shoulders back, hinge down in 3, 2, 1. Squeeze those shoulder blades, kick that baby back. Nice and control. Really feel that full extension. You want those triceps nice and strong. The back of those arms are gonna look amazing. And again, if you need to, control that a little bit more. You can slow it down and do alternating sides. We've got 15 more seconds of this. Here we go. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and a rest. Okay, drop those weights. This time, we're still gonna stick with biceps and triceps, but we're gonna add the bands this time. Okay, so I'm gonna grab a band and I'm gonna put it around my left foot. I'm gonna take my right elbow, put it right next to my side, and I'm gonna pull up and down. My palm is gonna face up this time. So if you don't have a band, you're gonna just take that dumbbell and you're gonna curl right here, nice and stable. If you want to, you can stay on the same side, it's a little easier if you're not pulling the band. Then we'll stand up or a tall kneel and we'll extend down to get that tricep, okay? So let's start with that bicep. Okay, we're doing that right side first. Here we go, 3, 2, 1, coming up. So we're gonna do right side now, and we'll do left side for the second round, okay? Pulling it up, so you're gonna feel the resistance a little bit different. It really maxes it out at the top when you're doing a band, okay? So the resistance is maxed at different parts when you're doing a dumbbell versus when you're doing a band, okay? And that's why it's great to change it up. Okay, keeping that palm facing you. Again, no momentum, just use that nice, good, strong bicep to pull that baby up and back down. Woo, hoo, hoo. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, so we're gonna take that weight, that band, and we're gonna extend down. Just press that right on down and back. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Now, if you don't have a band, you can take that and do a kickback like you were doing before, or you can take that up overhead and do an extension. Both will work. Pull that down. Give me a nice, good full extension. And second round, we're gonna go to the other side. Okay, so you can take that dumbbell right behind you, lift it up overhead, and come back down. Okay, getting that tricep still. Okay, my core is still engaged to get that strong foundation as I really work that tricep against that band. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, we're gonna switch sides now. Putting that against my right foot, taking that band, palm is up in 3, 2, 1. Pull that baby up. Ooh, yeah. Nice and controlled, driving it all the way up and back down. Nice and controlled, right? No momentum. You got 15 more seconds. Okay, the momentum doesn't help you at wrist injury because you're pulling and tugging, and you're not using your muscle that you're trying to anyway. So lower the band or lower the dumbbell. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, let's finish this set out with nice, good extension on that tricep. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Press it down. Okay, so we're gonna go back to the dumbbells and we're gonna do some shoulder work. We're gonna do some shoulder press, and we're gonna do a shoulder abduction. Nice and controlled. Down, extend that all the way down. Give me that full extension. Oh yeah, tricep. Oh yeah, feeling it, baby. Especially after this being the second activity that we did. 10 more seconds. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, so we're gonna come up, we're gonna use that shoulder press. We're gonna have our elbows and at 90 degrees, we're gonna have our shoulders up at 90. We're gonna press all the way to the top, touch that, and back down. Nice strong core. And then we're gonna take those weights and we're gonna pull them right out to the side. So I'm gonna drop my weight for the activity outside because it's such a long lever arm. So I use a little bit less weight, but you wanna really feel like you're pulling away instead of lifting. Sometimes when we lift, we hike that shoulder. We want nice job controlling that. So let's start with that shoulder press. Get in position, roll those shoulders back. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Press it all the way up and come back down. Exhale as you come up. Inhale as you come down. Nice breathing pattern. Nice and controlled. Press that on up. Nice and controlled. Going into that shoulder abduction next. Make sure you're getting me all the way to the top. Give me that full range of motion. Okay, we got to strengthen in all our mobility so we maintain it for 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, we're going out to the side. Roll those shoulders back. Remember, we're pulling from our legs in 3, 2, 1. Pulling out to the side and back down to that shoulder level. Nice and controlled. Now my elbows are slightly bent. They're not locked out. Okay, want to protect that joint. And again, my core is nice and engaged, right? That strong foundation. So then all I'm doing is really strengthening those shoulders. Not pulling or tugging anywhere. I got that strong foundation. You got 10 more seconds, and then we've got one more of each of these. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, shoulder press next. Roll those shoulders back. 3, 2, 1. Right up over top and back down. Nice and controlled. Pressing that all the way up to the top. Okay, as we get mobility, we have to strengthen within that range or we don't maintain it. Okay, so it needs to be strong in all of that motion. Here we go. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, we're finishing this round out with those shoulder abductions, going out to the side. Roll those shoulders back. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, out to the side and back down. Nice and controlled. Keep it nice and tall. Nice strong trunk. Pulling away. Okay, so we're going to work that shoulder next with the band. Okay, we're going to do some shoulder abduction with our elbows bent. We're also going to do it some external rotation. At first, it's going to look like it's the same setup, but you'll see how we work that a little bit different. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, so we're going to take that band. We're going to put it on our wrist. We're going to drive those elbows into our side, and we're going to rotate, and we're going to pull that out to the side. So this is the motion. It's going to be a rotation right here, that external rotation. Okay, so we're going to pull at the same side. You're going to feel those shoulder blades engaged, that back engaged, and it's going to work that shoulder. Then we're going to take that same thing, except we're going to go out to the side, and we're going to lift from our elbows out for that shoulder abduction. Okay, so let's start with that external rotation. Roll those shoulders back. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Pushing in and out. Now, depending on how elastic your band is, I think I might even go down one more. Let's have a little more motion. Pulling out and back. Okay, so again, we're starting in the same place, but where we're hitting that motion depends on what we're doing with that shoulder. We're really working that, what we call external rotation. Rotating that socket out. Okay, so we're taking those palms, they're facing us, and we're pulling them away from each other, but as we keep that elbow tight in that torso, we've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. I forgot to tell you, you can do the same thing with a dumbbell, or you can go to one side and do that. That works too. So this time we're gonna go out to the side. We're gonna lift from those elbows. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, out and in. So you're pressing those elbows out to lift that 90 degrees and back down. Again, you can take those dumbbells, have them in your hands, lift out to the side. The resistance is just different. It's not bad, it's just different. Come on, 15 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, we're gonna go back to that external rotation. I think I'm gonna try my heavier band. We'll see. Here we go. Roll those shoulders back in 3, 2, 1. So you're pressing those elbows and digging them in as you drive those hands out away from each other. Really rotating that out and back. I just don't like the lack of motion I'm getting from that. The bands I'm using, I just found on Amazon. They're about 10 bucks. They're not very expensive. It gives you a range. There's usually like 4 or 5 bands, so they have different resistance levels, like medium, heavy, extra heavy, double X heavy, to give you different mobility, different resistance level, just like the dumbbells, but it's a great tool because it's not very expensive to grab. You can take it with you if you travel and you need to do some workouts. It's a lot of fun. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, we're gonna finish out with that shoulder abduction. Out to the side, drive those elbows out in 3, 2, 1, out and back in. Okay, keep that head nice above the shoulders. You're lifting out to the side and back. Keep that form as you do it. Okay, so we're gonna drop the band to the next activity. We're gonna go down and we're gonna do some body weight activities. We're gonna do some push-ups and some dips because that just sounds like fun to work those arms a different way. You can do push-ups on your knees. You can even do it on an incline or even the wall if you need to. Wherever you're at, you can still do the push-ups. They're such a great tool to use. You just change your body weight just like you would a dumbbell. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Drop that down. Okay, so you can be at the wall if you need to, and you just kind of lean back as you need more resistance. Okay, you can also go to your knees or your toes, and the same idea applies. That torso, that chest, those thighs, they all come down at the same time and they go up at the same time. And I would like you to work on that full range. Go all the way to the mat, come all the way back up. Go all the way to the wall, come back up, or go to all the way to the incline. We're gonna turn around and do some dips. Okay, so we're gonna be right here and we're gonna dip down. We're not gonna do bridges. We're gonna do dips from those elbows. Even if you need to, drop that bottom. Okay, so let's start with those push-ups. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Down and up. Nice and controlled. Down and up. $15 more seconds. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, so we're coming down here. Now the farther your feet are out, the more body weight. The closer it is, the easier it gets, okay? Even going down into that bottom. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, down and up. Okay, again, we're not doing a glute bridge. We're keeping that bottom staying stable, and we're bending through that elbow and back up. Coming down and back up. Nice and controlled. Oh yeah. Come on, you got 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, one more of each of those. Woo, baby. Back to those push-ups. Stay nice and controlled. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Down and up. Okay, trying also not to let that head jet out. That head wants to win the race a lot of times, so we jet that forehead out, thinking, oh, I want to get there faster. Okay, you want to keep that nice and neutral. Keep that nice and controlled. Okay, you've got 15 more seconds. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, I tell you, body weight does not mean it's easier, right? Okay, let's finish this one out with a nice good dips. Here we go. We've got 3, 2, 1. We're going down and up. Okay, so after this, what we're gonna do is we're gonna start focusing on that core. But what I've done is a lot of our core activities are gonna use that upper body so that we're still working those arms, but we're also focusing on that core. So we're gonna do some plank stuff next. It's gonna be body weight again. I will use the band for a couple of activities, even though we're working that core just to make that a little bit more exciting. You've got 10 more seconds of this though. 3, 2, 1, and rest. I know, sometimes I think I worry all of you. Okay, so we're gonna do a plank walk to start with. That's where we're gonna be in that tall plank position. We're gonna come down onto those forearms, and then we're gonna come back up. The whole key is to try to keep that back and that pelvis steady. Like pretend like you are balancing a stick on the back, okay? And so you're not rocking to either side. You're keeping that nice and stable. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a nice good plank walk out. I'm gonna use a band for it. Okay, so one of them is gonna be banded. We're gonna do plank walk in and out. You do not have to use the band. It's just an option. So we're gonna start with a plank walk first. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Find that nice tall plank position. After you get there, come down onto that forearm, come up onto those tall plank position and back. Okay, keeping that back nice and stable. It's not about speed, it's about control. Keep that butt down, don't let that thing lift up. Engage that core to be a nice steady position. But we're still working that upper body, and make sure you're alternating which side goes in and down. Here we go. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, so I'm gonna find that plank position, tall plank. I'm gonna go out, out, in. That's what I've got. 3, 2, 1, out, out, in. A little bit of resistance if you got that nice good band on you. But you don't have to, it's still a challenge. Maintaining that core position, adding that dynamic movement. And man, my arms and my shoulders are feeling like they're being still worked, right? Come on, you're halfway there. Stay steady. 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, plank walk, tall plank, low plank, and back. We've got this. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Find that nice solid plank position. Find that, and then go down. Okay? Set yourself up for success by a real solid plank position to start with. Stay steady. Stay focused. The shoulders still should feel nice and worked in these positions, as well as your core. Almost there. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, we're gonna finish this out with that nice good plank step, that plank walk out with that band. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Out and in. If you need to, you can even go to quadruped, but I really want you to try, even if it's just one step in, one step out. You can't handle both of them out, that's okay. Don't have to have the resistance. It's just ways of making it a little more challenging and different when you're there and ready for the next level. 10 more seconds. We've got 3, 2, 1, and rest. Oh my word. Woo. Okay, so we're gonna do some side plank activities next. Okay, so we're gonna go down to our side plank, to our side. I'm gonna stay on my forearm. I'm gonna have that right underneath my shoulder. I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna lift all the way up. Okay, so you're gonna press like you're coming up for a diagonal. Don't think straight out, think almost up to a diagonal for a nice good positioning. Okay, and you can have your feet staggered or on top of each other, staggered, and when you need to, drop that knee. We're gonna do a little bit of a dip here and down. Are you ready? In 3, 2, 1, find that tall position, then tap it down, lift it back up. Again, we're working that shoulder still, working those arms as we start working that trunk still in those abs and that core. We're multitasking with it. Okay, so we're gonna do right, left, right, left. Again, you can stagger those feet, drop to that knee when you need to. That's how you lessen that body weight. Stay focused, working those obliques as you tap down and then lift back up. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Sometimes that's my favorite word. We're going to the left side. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Nice and tall. Tap it down. Lift that baby up. Drive it all the way up. Tap it back down. Nice and controlled. Tap it down. Lift that baby up. Stay focused, stay controlled. 10 more seconds on this side, and then we got one more each side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Oh my word. One more on each side. Working those obliques. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Nice tall. Find that nice tall plank position and then start your dips. Okay, you always want to start with success and get that nice good positioning first. Keeping that elbow right underneath that shoulder. Dipping down. Coming on up. Tap it down, lift it up. 15 more seconds on this side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, let's finish the other side. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Find that nice tall position. Tap it down, lift that baby up. Okay, so the next activity is we're still gonna work that core. Part of that core is gonna be our upper body stability. We're gonna do some TYs and Is. So we're gonna work those shoulders, but really that shoulder stability part of our upper body core, okay? And then we're gonna do some Supermans, also working that core and that extension. But I'm gonna have some bands on my arms when I do that Superman. Give a little more resistance to work that upper body. Again, you don't have to. It's just sometimes fun to do something different, more challenging. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, we're gonna go down onto our stomach for these two activities. First activity is we're gonna take our arms out to the side. Whoop, I'm gonna go a little farther from the wall. Our thumbs are gonna be facing the ceiling. We're gonna lift up and squeeze those shoulder blades. Then we're gonna come to the diagonal, AKA the Y. We're gonna lift up and squeeze those shoulder blades. Then we're gonna come up to the top and we're gonna lift and squeeze those shoulder blades, okay? We're gonna work that upper back. We're gonna work great for posturing. Then we're gonna do Supermans, but I'm gonna use a little bit of resistance on that around my wrist, okay? Just to give a little resistance as I push out and up. Let's start with those TYs and Is. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. So out to the side like you're making yourself a T. Into that diagonal like you're making yourself a Y, and then up top like you're making yourself an I. Thumbs face the ceiling. Okay, we go back to that T, that Y, that I, and you'll notice it gets a little bit tougher to lift those arms in those different positions. Great shoulder strengthening exercise. Okay, we're working that core stabilization and that upper body, that posturing. Very important for shoulder strength, shoulder stability. Okay, very great skill to have. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, with or without the band, we're gonna lift up and squeeze. So lift those thighs up, lift those arms up, lift as much as you can. Squeeze at the top and back down in 3, 2, 1. Lift up and squeeze and down. So have a little bit of resistance as I push out on those bands. As I lift up, I'm gonna push those bands out a little bit. Gonna activate those shoulders. Oh yeah. I'm gonna try to get those thighs up off the ground. Get as high as you can. Pause at the top, come back down. Oh man. Okay, but this is our last regular activity. Okay, we only have a heroic closer after this, so we are starting to see that finish line. Oh yeah. Lift and squeeze, come on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, back to those TYs and Is. Remember, those thumbs are facing the ceiling. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Lift up, squeeze those shoulder blades. Lift up, squeeze those shoulder blades. Okay, keep your head neutral, looking down. Nice and controlled. Lift and squeeze. Okay, again, all of this is a nice, good extension activities. We get so worked in our forward motion because of the way we sit. Gravity pulls us that way. It's so important to really strengthen in these extensions. Great for posturing and great for muscle balance. Come on, we've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, this is the last banded activity, last regular activity. This is what we've got. Supermans in 3, 2, 1. Lift up and squeeze. How high can you go? Come on. Squeeze and lift. Okay, so for our heroic closer, I am going to use 1 dumbbell. Okay, so we're going to do some sit-ups and some shoulder presses and have a combined activity of using those abs and using those shoulders and those arms. Oh, yes. Come on, 15 more seconds. It'll be fun because you know you're almost done. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Heroic closer. Yes. Okay, so I'm just gonna use 1 dumbbell. You can use 2, especially if you have a light one. I'm gonna use my heavier one, but I'm gonna just use 1 dumbbell. We're gonna come down to the ground. We're gonna take that weight. We're gonna sit up. We're gonna press it up overhead. And then we're gonna press it out to a diagonal, press it out to a diagonal. So not like a full Russian twist. So it's gonna use those obliques. It's gonna use those arms in that long arm placement. So kind of figure out a weight that works for you on that. You got about 10 seconds to get in position, and then we're gonna work this, baby. Oh yeah, are you ready? Here we go, 3, 2, 1, sit on up, press that on up overhead, press that out to the side, press that out to the side and back down. So it's not all the way to the side, it's almost like a diagonal to your front. Boom, and boom, nice and control. You gotta have a nice strong core to do that. And you just modify, don't go all the way to full extension. If your core can't handle that, you know, you have any back discomfort, that's your body saying, oh, I can't maintain that stability. Adjust accordingly. Really drive that up overhead, out to the diagonal, and back down. Working the entire abs right here. Want to make it tougher. Come on up. Lift out with an arm, with a leg to get those lower abs engaged. Come on up. Add that leg. Add that leg and back down. Oh yeah. Woo. Lift that on overhead. Stay controlled. It's slow. It's controlled, and it's working it. You got 1 more minute left. I don't know about you, but my shoulders and my arms are feeling worked. Oh yeah. Stay focused, you got this, come on. 30 more seconds. Almost to the finish line. I know, feeling great. Hang in there. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Get rid of that dumbbell. Let's go to that tall kneel position. Let's stretch out those shoulders. Oh yeah, pull that across, drop that shoulder down. Oh, that feels so good. Way to finish strong. Let's go to the other side. My shoulders are definitely worked, especially with all those plank moves. We're gonna take that arm right up overhead. We're gonna go right behind us and grab that elbow, stretch out that tricep. We work that with dumbbells, with body weight, with bands. Let's go to the other side. Pull that back. Nice, good stretch. Okay, and then we're gonna take that weight, put those arms right behind us, lift up and open up that chest for me. Take those arms and make a nice good seat position. Press those shoulder blades out, okay, stretch out. But we just worked on those Supermans. Oh yeah, and those TYIs are nice. We're gonna pull that up to the top. We're gonna do a nice good little tug. You're gonna get those laterals and that shoulder, get a little bit of traction right into that shoulder. And then we're gonna go to the other side. Nice, good pull. Just pull right through that. Oh, and give you a nice, good extension. Oh, that feels so good. Okay, we're gonna take that arm. We're gonna put it behind us, wrap it behind us, and then we're gonna tilt our head opposite away from that shoulder that's wrapped. And then we're gonna look up and over. Okay, getting those neck muscles all engaged and stretched out. Okay, they get tense from all that upper body work. Take the other side, wrap it around, tilt your head away from it, and then look up over that same shoulder. And then we're gonna take those arms, we're gonna stretch out those wrists. We use a lot of gripping, especially with those biceps. Pull it out, pull it down. Take your other hand, pull that back. Nice, good stretch. Pull that down. We've got 3, 2, 1. High five for rocking that weight to have some fun with using different levels of activities, how the different tools, way to strengthen those arms. Make sure you're grabbing that water, really flush that system out and give me some great protein to rebuild. And then have a great day. Welcome to the Heroic You Series 2.0. I am so glad you're here. If you're heroic enough to join me, this series will be 10 weeks long where we do 5 days a week of workouts together. This is designed to help us move better, feel better, and look better so that we can be strong, lean, fit, and healthy. So make sure you stay connected by hitting the notification bell and subscribing to the channel so you never miss what's coming up next. You can also grab in the link below the calendar so you know what each week has set up for you so you can be prepared. If you want to stay connected, let's become friends. Join me on social media so you can find helpful tips and be in the know of what's happening next. If you're a woman over 40 and you're struggling like many of us do with our bodies not quite behaving the same way that we used to have it behave, then I can help you with that. I do personal coaching to help women lose weight, feel better in their own skin by dialing in nutrition, fitness, and healthy habits with sleep and stress management. So if you're someone like me who just says, I need a little extra help and encouragement, join me in my personal coaching program with a link below and let's get connected. Let's help all of us stay fit and healthy. So make sure you subscribe to the channel and connect with me. Have a great day.